Mr. Eggplant presents.
Hey guys, Tyler here, and thank you for checking out this video. And we are back for week 4, which means we have a week 3 vault to open up. So my guild did go 9 of 9 normal and heroic over in Amirdrasil. So we have the vault of the incarnates to look forward to today. In fact, I have raid in about 25 minutes. So we have a total of 6 different options. 3 of those are going to be heroic raid, and 3 of those are going to be plus 8 or higher myth track items from Mythic Plus. And the funny thing was, there was a mage here doing almost the exact same thing I do, like the slow roll, pray, use a special item, that sort of thing before you open your vault. So hopefully the mage from Gorefiend on the Alliance side got what they wanted. So anyway, let's go ahead and make sure that I am in the right specialization, which I am. What else would I be playing? All right, let's do it. Okay, I guess I'm still in the slow movement here. So here we go. I'm going to block the screen like always, praying for a trinket, a piece that I can turn into tier, something like that. So first up, I have heroic shoulders with speed. That's a pretty nice thing. I just wish it was a mythic track. We have pants, which are going to be hero track as well from raid, and we have indestructible pants that are already tier from heroic raid. So all right, I know you guys can already see. Here we go. First option is boots. Okay, the boots that I currently already have on. So they are the lightning charge striders from over in Nakud Offensive, and that is myth track. The next option is mythic shoulders. All right, so that's another mythic item that we could turn into tier. And the final option is mythic pants. All right. So the funny thing is, this is going to be perfect for me. So I haven't figured out which one I'm going to pick yet. I'm either going to pick the pants or I'm going to pick the shoulders. But let me look here. So I'm still using the 4 set from season 3. I do have hero. I already have hero shoulders actually. So I might end up going with the pants. But then I'm going to use this mark of mastery to make a heroic chest piece. So that way I can officially switch my tier set to the new tier set or the new season tier set before raid tonight. So like I said, I'm going to be picking the pants. Actually, are these the exact pants I have? They're not quite, but they're very close. So I'm going to go ahead and pick those pants. So best of luck to you guys in raid this week. Hopefully I get something really great in my vault next week, but I can't wait to share the experiences that I have for week 4 for you guys. Hopefully we'll be clearing out Vault of Incarnates, and who knows, maybe I'll try to do some mythic plugging these next couple of weeks. So let's go ahead and throw it over to future me and see how the week went. And just like that, it is the end of week 4. And I've got Rosie hanging out with me. Hopefully she's a good girl. But she's wanting to share all of the good things that happened on my Marksman Hunter for this last week. So first of all, the Mist of Pandaria remix did come out on Thursday. I've been streaming that with my best friend Colton, if you guys would like to check that out. But it did affect the number of people interested in the keys, and also just in general to do content on base retail World of Warcraft. So because of that, we might see less keys done each and every week, which is a bummer, but that just kind of is what it is. And hopefully we'll at least be able to get some nice alts and some achievements and some special mounts from Remix, because I'll be doing that intermittently each and every week. Anyway, so as for my Marksman Hunter journey for week 4 here in retail. So basically, we didn't clear the Vault of Incarnates the first week. Well, this is week 4, so we're seeing Vault of Incarnates as awakened this week, and we absolutely smashed it. And also, shout out to Fenwig for tanking her first raid. She tanked her first boss, and then tanked the whole dang raid, including one-shotting Razageth. So congratulations to her. She absolutely made Razageth look like a fool. So we did go 8 of 8 normal, 8 of 8 heroic, and we'll probably just stick to doing heroic in the future, this week and into the future, unless we do some stuff on alts. But I did manage to get all of the raids completed on heroic, like I did back in Shadowlands, so that was my big goal. I might try some Mythic, not entirely sure yet, but just there was such a huge increase in my damage from week 1 to week 4, which would be to be expected. So my item level this week ends up at 520. I did spend my bullion, so I did go ahead and pick up an Ashes of the Ember Soul. I know that that was not originally on my first 5 list that I had shared with you guys about a month ago at this point, but the quality of life is just too strong to not pick it up, because it is really the only good 2-minute cooldown trinket for us that lines up with every single true shot. And if you go ahead and just go into diminished returns for haste, you don't even notice the burnout. Because of that, and the way our stats are setting up right now, go for it. Why not? Because look at these stats. So keep in mind, I do have my tepid versatility file, but I'm very strong versatility-wise. I have a high amount of mastery thanks to my 2 different blue silk lining buffs. I have, like, literally, let's see what my blue silk lining is. 1800, and those aren't even max yet. I still have my 502 crafted cuffs, or if I'm doing a raid, I have my adaptive Dracathus Armguards. The one's 486, the Armguards are. The other one's 502, so that's going to be my goal this next week, is going to go ahead and pump those up. I can already do that if I had my Aspect Awaken crest, but I'm very much behind on that. And like I said, with Mop Remix, it's only going to make that worse. So I'm going to have to make sure and definitely prioritize my retail time, and then also see if I can try to get into some different groups with some other friends that are still doing keys. So I didn't quite get this maxed out. Did max out my Neltharian's Call to Dominance. I got that up to 528 because it's not the Boolean item. And then I had bought that Seal of Diurna's Chosen. It's doing about 0.5 to 0.8% of my total damage in keys. So, you know, that's not a small amount. And the big win for me this week was finally getting my Season 4 set. So I had been running with Season 3, so that's why you see such a big jump in my item level, because I finally switched out those. And I did go ahead and pick out my Mythic Pants to kind of round out my tier set. So I currently have Mythic Helm and Mythic Pants. I only have 2 choices in my vault, so let's go ahead and look at that really quick. So I have the plus 10 and then the 8, so that's still going to be Myth Track. And then this is just going to be like LFR, not even LFR, it's Heroic, so that would have been from doing my time walks. But I do have 3 options in raid, so who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and get a ring from Diurna. That would be a really big get. Otherwise, we're probably going to end up, unless I get something magical here, we're probably going to end up picking tokens. But in Season 3, or Season 4, I should say, getting 6 tokens equals 2 sockets instead of 1. So I'll put that on my helm, and then probably on my Seal of Diurna's Chosen, since, you know, that's going to be a BIS item anyway. So things I'm looking at for this next week, my goals are going to be obviously to upgrade as many items as possible with my Aspect Crest. So I have plenty of extras. In fact, I think I still have 140, basically 138, that I can still get from the current week to just get up to cap. So I'm going to have 200 and some to get next week, which means I should, in theory, be able to max out every one of my items that requires Aspect Crest. Now, I still have Champion Gloves, so obviously I want to at least get her Hero Track, so I'll use the Catalyst for that. And then I have a belt. It just happens to have a socket. That's not the reason I'm keeping it. I just haven't gotten lucky with belts, so maybe I can end up making a crafted belt at some point. But again, I would still have to have the spark for that, and I only have, I guess, we're going to have the next half, spark half, yeah, this next week. So maybe I'll end up making a crafted belt in the meantime. And then, but a lot of this other stuff is just Hero Track. I just need to get it at a higher item level to really get the most out of my Marksman Hunter. But Marksman Hunter has been doing really, really well. In fact, here, let's look at this really quick. I don't normally do this in this video, but this was from a plus 10 Halls of Infusion. We had a complete wipe as well, and we still managed to do over 450k DPS. The Ashes of the Ember Soul feels really good because I never feel like I'm holding on to my True Shot to get the most out of my trinket. So that's nice. I'm just sending it when I would normally send it and doing some really great damage. So I'm still seeing Rapid Fire supremely outpace even Aim Shot at this point. Seeing some more volley damage, which means I'm extending that using my Rapid Fire, excuse me, thanks to our tier set to extend my my volleys. That means I'm getting more passive volley damage out there, which is allowing me to cleave more, which is then driving more rapid fire damage. So that is definitely noticeable now. And I've actually outpaced a bunch of our group members. I think I've just gotten really lucky with some of my drops. And plus, I've been kind of going a little bit harder than other people have. Not to say that, you know, they don't want to, but I mean, it is season 4 and it's supposed to be fun. But I did get some mostly 99s and 100 parses in raid. I'm going to look to do the same thing in Aberrus this next week. So, you know, tomorrow. I should be streaming Heroic live if you guys would like to check that out. It should be right around 5:30 to 6 p.m. Central time. And those will be a dual stream will be up live on my YouTube and my Twitch. And they still should be doing the loot giveaways if you guys tune in over on Twitch. I would encourage you to do so and check out both platforms and just help me out. Continue to march me ever closer to 7,000 subscribers. I'm really knocking on the door now. I think I'm less than 50 away. So if you guys could help me out, that would be amazing. We've really seen some really positive growth here over these last better part of a month. It definitely helps that season 4 is out, but seeing some more friendly faces that are hanging out in the Discord and commenting on videos, and if that is you, thank you so much. You guys really make this such a fun and awesome hobby that I spend entirely too much time doing. And then one last thing, I am trying to do at least one Mage Tower every single week. I did just do Boomkin 2 weeks ago. I did Frost DK this last week, and I'm probably going to be working on Arms Warrior and maybe Unholy DK and maybe Fury Warrior in the near future, and maybe even knock out one of those pesky healers that I still have Priest and Monk to do. But what are you guys doing for the next coming week? Right now, I'm just trying to get the rest of my BIS items. That way I can try to push some higher keys. And then I guess one last thing, I'm kind of all over the place tonight. I did get my rating up to 2275, but I'm still missing like a Neltherus on a fortified week. I still have a bunch of 6s on the board. So my goal is 2500. I think that's very doable. I just need to get people on and do keys. It's simple as that. I really think we're bringing the damage, and I really want to jump into like an Algathar Academy once I get fully juiced to the gills and see what we can really do. Maybe I can get an Aug Evoker and a PI and someone, I guess the Evoker would, to Lust as well, because I've been the Lust in my groups and over these last several weeks. So I have a bunch of Mythic Plus videos I'm going to be posting, as well as the last couple of kills from our Vault of Incarnates run this week, but from Rosie and from Zelda, who has been scratching at the door for the better part of the last 10 minutes. I appreciate you guys hanging out. Consider subscribing to me here if you haven't already, and follow me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Mr. Eggplant. And from the girls and myself, I will see you tomorrow, I guess, and I hope you guys get something really great in your vault. And if you're in my Discord, be sure and let everybody know what's in that box. Thanks for watching.